guys, I just wanted to jump in here real quick and preface the video before we get started to let you know that I am not a professional groomer, nor would I ever want to be. It is backbreaking work, very difficult, and the only reason I groom my own dogs is because I'm a cheap ass. So if you have a good groomer, tip them well, bring them gifts on their birthdays and Christmas, and treat them well, because it's hard work. There are a few industries where I think that the pay should be higher, and that is military, law enforcement, nurses, and groomers. So anyway, I assume no liability. If you do choose to groom your dog, you have to be very careful of the armpits under the legs where the loose skin is, because it's very easy to cut. I've ended up in the emergency room once with where I had to get stitches for my dog. So be very careful, and around the sensitive bits especially. So with that said, let's get to the video. Hey friends, Spencer here. This is Spencer's Report, where I test and review all sorts of stuff from home to garage to trail. Let's get into it. Alright, so what we have here today are two clipper blades that I purchased off of AliExpress because while I was grooming one of my dogs and cleaning up, I dropped one of the blades while I was blowing it out with the air compressor, and it dropped on the cement and chipped. So I had to find a replacement. After a quick search, I found this 2-pack of new blades on AliExpress for a ridiculous price. Way cheaper than getting your blades even sharpened. One clipper blade costs around, I think the industry standard is about $10 per blade. So I decided to give it a shot. Here is the AliExpress page I purchased it from, and the store that sold it, the Detachable Blade Store. $4.16, great deal. And here is the receipt and the amount I paid at $4.11 for 2 blades. I thought, what a great deal. I hope they work. This is a close-up of the new blade actually installed on the guard, and I'm just checking the tension and making sure we're set to go. My go-to blade for most of the work is a Buttercut Skip Tooth size 4. So here I'm just going to show you quickly how to install a new blade onto the guard. You start by removing the 2 screws on the back of the guard, and then I just add a little clipper blade lube to clean the back so that you have good contact. Put a little bit of lube on the rails on the actual blade. Match those 2 up to the guard. Take the tensioner, put on the nylon plastic, I don't know what that is, slidey thing. That must be there. You definitely want that there. Don't miss that part. And then you're going to make sure that the holes are lined up so that you can reinsert the screws. It's kind of tricky and finicky, but a little practice you can get it. And then reinstall the screws. I usually lightly tension the screws so that you can adjust the blade itself. You must make sure that the blade is slightly about a credit card's width below the bottom of the guard. So once you have it properly aligned, then just tension it down. If you feel uncomfortable with this process, find somebody that's a little more mechanically inclined if you're uncomfortable with it, so that they can help you. It can be tricky, but you have to make sure those teeth are sitting about a credit card's width below the back of the guard to make sure that you don't cut your dog. Alright, that is enough of that. Let's get to grooming. This is Bosley. He's our 12-year-old golden doodle. As you can see, he's a little bit past do for a grooming. Bark. Bark. Bark, buddy. Bark. Good boy. He's ready. All right, let's light it up. Fingers crossed. I hope they work. So, right when I dig in, I'm instantly relieved because they cut like a hot knife through butter. And you're about to see the shock on my face. The grooming job, which normally takes about 2.5 hours or so, was reduced to about a minute in this time lapse. And I never look forward to grooming my dogs. It's a pain in the butt. It's backbreaking, like I said before, and my dogs are extremely well behaved, and I can lay them down, and they're great. But groomers, they don't have that luxury. They deal with dogs that are ornery and will bite them and all the things. So, but for most of the work, like I said before, I use the Buttercut size 4 with a skip tooth that usually gets through the thick fur, and I use a size 7 on the face, and I do use scissors on the tricky parts and to shape a little bit. And we're done. Just like that. 1 minute, right? Looks so much better. So, groomers, if you want to save yourself a little bit of time and money and you feel that you can install these properly, I would highly recommend going out and buying a few of these replacement or backup blades. They stay remarkably cool, cooler than my other blades, and they stay clean as well. I barely had to clean them out with a toothbrush between sets. So, go out and get you some. So pretty. Thank you for watching and hanging out. If you found something new and or had fun watching, give it a like and drop a comment below. Until next time, this is Spencer signing off.